Okay, finding love, safety, and belonging within myself was one of the most life-changing things that's ever happened to me. So I'm excited to share it with you today. I learned it when I was 31, and before then, I always thought that those were things we found in other people. But when we find love, safety, and belonging exclusively from other people, it puts us in a constant state of anxiety and uncertainty of it being taken away because we are not in control of other people. And so when we do that, when the only safety you feel is with someone else, for example, we often compromise our values or who we are to please that person and make them happy so we don't lose our safety. This, of course, in the long run leads to resentment, not being ourselves, not feeling grounded, etc., etc. An example of that from my own life is that I used to get my sense of belonging from the group, cult, sect that I grew up in. And so I didn't listen to myself or love myself or anything like that in order to fit in with the group because we were taught not to do that. And then once I started to make friends outside of that group and got a sense of belonging with them, it enabled me to leave. But I still struggled a lot to figure out who I was. And when it really landed for me was when I learned that I could actually belong to myself. So while you're doing this meditation, it can be really tough sometimes to find these feelings, and I want you to know that that's totally okay and normal. Sometimes you even might feel like you've never experienced them, and that's totally normal as well. If that's the case, I just recommend you do this meditations a few days in a row and see if that changes or see what comes up for you. The neurons in our brains run pathways to certain states of being that we're used to. They're like a superhighway of neurons. Like if you're used to feeling lonely or you're used to feeling guilty, it's like anything that happens, you feel lonely or guilty because those are the superhighways in your brain. But when you try to make new connections, it's like hacking your way through the jungle. And so it can be a lot slower, a lot more difficult. But then if you keep walking on that path, then it gets easier and easier and easier. And then one day, love, safety, and belonging can be a superhighway for you. So just allow this to be a gentle process for you. Understanding that sometimes it can be really difficult. So welcome to your meditation. Find a place to lay down or sit, whatever's most comfortable for you, and let's get started. Welcome to your meditation. Let's begin by taking a few deep breaths and really coming home to yourself. Start to notice your physical body, the weight of it, the pull of it towards the earth. And now noticing the quality and the weight of your presence, your you-ness within your body. And allow it to fill your entire body, pressing out against your skin, filling your body with your you-ness, your beingness. And now I'd like to invite you to think of a person or an animal that you love deeply. And notice, what does that feel like in your body? Where do you feel love? In your arms, in your chest, in your skin? And what kind of sensation is it? Is it warm or solid or swirling or like a light? What kind of sensation is love? And can you allow that feeling to spread and expand into the rest of your body? And now allow the scared parts and the little parts of you to come up in your awareness. Your fear, your anxiety, maybe your sadness. Can you offer those parts of you the same love that you would offer an animal or someone you love? Can you scoop them up with tenderness and compassion? Hold your fear with love? What does it feel like to offer yourself the same love? You have this infinite capacity for love. You can give this love to yourself, to love your little parts, your hurt parts, your scared parts, to love the brave parts, the wise parts, every part of who you are. What is the experience? And what are the sensations of self-love inside your body? And noticing, feeling, I am already loved because I love myself. I am always here and I can always love me. And play with the idea of, what if you deserve this love? What if you deserve to be madly in love with yourself because you are a perfectly imperfect human being and you're trying your best, and we all deserve love. And now, just noticing, do you feel physically safe in this moment? What does that feel like in your body? And then discovering if you can turn up the dial on this feeling of safety. Can you let it feel stronger, more empowered, and more intense within you? And now think of a person who feels safe to you. What is it about them that makes you know they are safe? As safe as any other human being can be. Think about 3 specific things about them that makes them a safe person, and speak them out loud if you can. And feel now in your body, how does it feel to be with that person? The 3 things that you specified about this person, what if you were those 3 things for yourself? What if you could be a safe place for yourself? What if you spoke kindly to yourself, were compassionate towards yourself, loved every part of you, accepted yourself as you are, spoke your truth, set boundaries? What would that be like to know that you were safe with yourself? And just feeling within, I can be a safe place for myself. Allowing this possibility of being a safe place for yourself to spread through your whole body. I can be safe with myself. And now I'd like to invite you to think of somewhere in your life where you belong. This could be a group, a single person. You could belong with an animal or to the earth, whatever comes to mind. and finding in your body, where is that physical feeling of I belong? What are the sensations, the emotions, the experience of belonging inside your body? Where do you feel it? And now think about a time when you made a decision to stand up for yourself, a time you took your own path, maybe a choice others didn't like, but you felt strong about. Could that be what it feels like to belong to yourself? What was that feeling? What was that feeling in the moment when you made the choice? What did that feel like in your body? I invite you to claim this belonging to yourself. First and foremost, I belong to myself. I have my own back. I am always with me, and I will always be with me. And then noticing if you can turn up the dial, turn up the volume on belonging, allow it to intensify, become more powerful within you. And now allowing this belonging to spread through your bones, every cell, every organ, your energy body. I belong. I belong to me. And now, noticing any residue that you may have kicked up inside of your body, resistance, anything going on inside of you that maybe isn't so sure it wants this love, safety, and belonging, or doesn't trust it. And just embrace it, hold it with love and compassion, and let it know you're welcome here too. You have a space. And now allow your body to move however it wants to, if it wants to stretch or curl up in a ball or anything that feels good to you, and make any sounds that feel authentic for you right now. Just let it release and relax into this new understanding. And when you're ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and slowly open your eyes, knowing that you can take this love, safety, and belonging with you into your everyday life, and that you will always be with you. Your meditation is now complete. So I would love to hear how this went for you. You can comment below and let me know which one was the most difficult for you, which one was the easiest for you. And I would really recommend that during this week, you touch base with these feelings of love, safety, and belonging. Like, just notice them in your life. You can be cooking in your kitchen and be like, oh yeah, I actually feel really safe right now. Or you can, I don't know, find like a song you really love and feel like, I really belong to this. Like, this song belongs to me. You can find a sense of belonging there. Or with another person, you can be out with a friend and think, actually, I do kind of feel like I belong with this person. You know, this friendship belongs with me. Or you can be in the shower and think about how that's like self-love. You're cleaning yourself and enjoying a break and enjoying the hot water, and it's like, oh, I can connect to self-love here. And so just really in your day-to-day life, see if you can bring this in on a regular basis. And then also I would really encourage you to find something for the screen on your phone. Like, it can just be a picture that you find on the internet that says love, safety, and belonging, to remind you to look for those things during your day. Or it can be an image that represents those things to you. It can be the person that you, that you feel safe with, that you feel like you belong with, that you love. And that can remind you of those feelings, to find them within yourself. Whatever kind of works for you to remind yourself during the week. But in order to create those neurons and neural pathways in your brain, it's helpful to do this multiple times a day, or at least like once a day. So I hope that's helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, you can type that below, or you can email me, or you can find me at phoebed.com, which is PHOEBED.com. That's also where you'll find info about my coaching. Thanks so much. And if you liked this video and this meditation and it worked for you, you might like my other guided meditations, so check those out.